As it starts to get a little colder outside, and let's be honest, some of us guys, we like to go outside and do yard work, right, and kind of mosey around and take our time doing things. But, ultimately you have to get inside, and then you're kind of in this like double place of, well, you got to finish doing all this outside stuff, but you also have to do some inside work now, and our honey-do lists get long and tedious, and you know what? A lot of things we just don't like. So we're going to go ahead and tell you our top 3 worst chores on your honey-do list. And my number 3 is cleaning gutters.
Ooh,
I don't like cleaning gutters. It's almost like, if I get up there and look in there, I'm going to have to clean it.
Right.
So all we do is like, we hope that nothing pops out of the gutter that our wife would see.
Just fills to 80% capacity.
Yeah, like, come on, stay. The water's still getting through there. I think we're okay. But man, yeah, once you get in there, it's nasty. It's wet.
Do you have a thing for heights too? Are you afraid?
I'm okay with heights. Yeah, I'm okay with heights, but so that part of it doesn't bother me. It's just like, and then you got to get off. You got to move to do the next section of the gutter.
It's tedious, is what it is.
I don't like it. That's my number 3. Get it out of here.
Yeah, I don't like that one either. Good thing is I only have to do it like 2 times a year, once in the spring and once in the fall.
80%. 80%.
My number 3 is paying the bills with checks. Yes, there are still some companies around that only accept checks. It is 2019. We have self-driving cars. We have robots that do gymnastics, but I still have to write calligraphy on parchment and hand it to you as a deed of payment. I don't like that whatsoever. Why can't we just move to? I mean, it's 21st century.
Hey, I agree with you, and it's I feel like in the last 5 to 7 years that number of checks has gotten shorter and shorter, but it's still there.
Right.
It's still there, and I'll criticize it, but in the same breath, I'll admit the hypocrisy because I don't even use online banking.
Really?
Yeah. Like I don't even.
You don't trust the system?
I do. Like I've set up my account like 3 times, but then I forget all of my information, password, everything, and how to use it. And I almost feel bad like calling my bank for the 10th time to like ask them my information. When they're like, "My God, like write it down." I know they're gonna tell me that.
You probably hack your system and know your middle name and your mom's maiden name and all that stuff now.
Well, my thing is, and I know you talked about it. We've talked about it before, but everybody uses Apple Pay or Venmo.
Right.
Like why aren't these company, like I actually brought it up to my daycare provider. Mm-hmm. You do Venmo? She's like, well, what's that? And I said, well, here it is. And she's like, well, can you just pay that then? I was like, I would love to. Boom! One less check.
Yep,
one less check. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is emptying the dishwasher. So they're just going to get dirty in another 1.7 minutes. Why can't we just use paper plates forever? I don't understand. We use the same dishes over and over and over again. I do a marathon in the kitchen going back and forth between emptying the dishwasher. And there's always that one damn straw that gets stuck in the rack. So frustrating. One of the most frustrating things in my life is getting stuck when I'm trying to pull that thing out and that straw's there.
So, but is it a balance between, unloading the dishwasher again or taking the garbage out because you use so many paper plates?
Yeah, you gotta have your balance there. But I take the garbage out anyways. I think I would do it less frequently than emptying the dishwasher.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I'm just a simplistic guy, I guess.
My number 2 is cleaning the litter box.
Oh yeah.
I mean I know there's like you said, there's robots and machines but like I'm not buying that. Like I just know I got to go down there once a week and clean up poop and pee. Just so I can have these weird cats that run around my house. Like,
and again, you'd think technology would take over at a cheaper rate. There are robots that could do it. Well, why can't there be a cat toilet? There's some people who train their cats, obviously, to be potty trained. My cat drinks out of the toilet, but hasn't figured out how to use it. Here's
where we get screwed because, and if you haven't heard this, I'm surprised. But apparently, like when a woman is pregnant, there's something about the cat litter substance. They're not supposed to handle it or be around it. Like, guys, like we're screwed. That was it. If you ever were going to get away from doing cat litter, but then you knocked up your wife, you're doing cat litter the rest of your life now.
It's your mistake.
Because it's your fault. Because the routine has started. She's like, well, I can't even touch it down there.
Yeah.
So you have to do it the rest of your life. I'm screwed. So we're in that routine right now. But my number 1 worst thing to do, I know this is a fleeting moment, but this is the moment we're talking about. My number 1 worst thing to do right now is clean the toy room or pick up the kids' toys. You want to talk about never ending, and you just get to a point where it's just you hope to find other objects to put the toys into. Crates. Oh, look at this bucket from Burger King. Put a bunch of shit in there. Like, that's pretty much what it becomes. And it's just, and we're old now, so like we're leaning over the whole
it's
time.
painful.
Your head starts swelling because you're down there. Then your back's hurt. Then you can't get off the floor. Number one.
That's true. You put it off for so long. Too.
Yeah,
You
and
just
it amasses.
wait till it gets to a tsunami of toys before you even start. We've now graduated to making the girls do it, help pick up at the same time, and they get a treat because of it.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
So
my kid would just be like, nah, you can do it. I don't need any treats.
We have a soundtrack to picking up our toys too. We play Daniel Tiger in the background, and they get a treat for helping pick it up. But still, we're a part of that, obviously, because there are so many toys and so much space to take up.
How can the kids go to their daycares or nurseries or preschools or whatever and pick up all the toys there?
That's true.
And then they come home
like
and they're like, nah, you do it. What? Like, how? Like, just like you do at daycare? No.
All right, my number one is mowing the yard.
Oh, okay.
So I know this is dad blasphemy, but I don't really enjoy a well manicured lawn.
You don't care?
I don't really care. I mean, I don't compare myself to anybody else. I know most dads do. I'm just not that guy. And since we live in the Midwest, we have to do it like once every 3 days, or else our yard turns into Jumanji.
You do.
So it's never-ending task. Just like
It does get Jumanji.
just like the dishwasher, just like paying the bills with checks. It's just tedious.
Okay, so I'm not a keeping up with the Joneses, no pun intended, lawn guy. Like, and I luckily one of my neighbors also, he doesn't care. Mm-hmm. But I don't mind mowing the lawn. I put my headphones in. I get away for a little bit, and I'm actually okay with it. That one I've become okay with. But yeah, I don't care if my lawn looks great or not, or I'm not going to spend another $10,000 on landscaping.
Right. It's just another one of those things I push off to, just like clean up the toys. I wait till it becomes a junk before I do it.
I had this neighbor. He was about 85 years old, and he's mulching his lawn and he's mowing it, and I come out and next door and I'm mowing my lawn and I'm bagging it, and he look over, hey, he's waving me down. I think his name was Don. I went over there, I was like, hey, what's everything okay? And he's like, why the hell you got your bag on? And I was like, so I don't have the mulch in my yard. And he's like, Jesus, son, life's too short. Just mow the damn lawn, let it blow around, and then mow it again next week. And I'll be damned if that didn't stick. I'm like, you know what? He's right. Why am I taking an extra 15, 20 minutes to just bag it, put this in this specific garbage can, and then what's the point?
It's true.
He died. So now I'm like, I see what you mean.
Gotta live life to its fullest.
Well, he lived his best life, man.
Avoid the mulch.
I'm there bagging. He's on his back porch drinking beer, waving at me.